Back to the extended for Yugashakti. Kali's outstretched tongue and open mouth signify her fierce form as the devouring divine warrior goddess. Time emerges from Kali and ends with her. To birth the new, she devours the old. Persistence for clinging to what has been, the attachment to our past pain and fear of an unknown future are no match for her genius and unwavering will to clear it away to provide the best conditions for the next chapter to unfold. There are cosmic cycles within which the personal cycles in our lives must align. There are karmic time frames that govern soul contracts and relationships, the timing of life, circumstances, and changes of fortune, and the opening up of pathways for us. Using our free will, we can enhance the flow of healing and do all we can to ready ourselves to step forward at the appropriate moment. Yet, it is the Divine Mother, in her infinite wisdom and regenerative power, that knows and enacts the perfect transition at the best time. She orchestrates the shifting of individual and collective cycles to be in harmony with each other, so every being gains spiritual benefit through what unfolds. The Oracle of Yugashakti confirms that you are going to experience considerable change. The timing of this unfoldment is significant. There are many factors at play. You will sense when the correct moment is upon you. During this time globally, the light of spiritual knowledge is partially subsumed within the darkness of ignorance and confusion. Even those with the awareness to have positive intentions can become confused and place profit above integrity, attack brothers and sisters on the path, or lay claim to knowledge on false foundations. Even when our intentions are noble in effect, our actions can create further suffering. Such conflict and confusion are signs that azuric or negative forces have gained the upper hand. Kali Ma's darkness and ferocity are required to redress the spiritual imbalance. We are in particular need of her most terrifying manifestations when we become confused as to what belongs to the highest sacred truth and what does not. Do not allow yourself to be convinced by another of anything. Lean into your heart connection to the divine. Inner clarity and higher calling will arise for you. You will see how to close the chapter on the past and move into a new cycle. Unique to the iconography of Kali, in the Hindu tradition from which she emerges, is her poked-out tongue. Kali's tongue represents her wild mystery teaching. The tongue is the organ of discernment, digestion, and speech. It assists us in taking the right things in and expressing ourselves as we choose. Our mother tongue means the language of our birth. Kali is the cosmic mother tongue. She is the original spiritual language of our hearts and souls. Hers is the language of spirit and light, of the truth beneath the form, and the reassurance that although we must submit to the shifting of greater cycles, those cycles ultimately move for our greatest spiritual benefit. When Kali unfurls her tongue with ferocious expression, she is embarking upon spiritual deliverance. It is the action that precedes her bringing about the end of a diabolical era of greed, fear, confusion, hatred, self-righteousness, and negativity. The tongue of Kali is a reminder that no matter what we may see unfolding before us, there is always a pathway back to the heroic and beautiful. If you have been struggling to let go of a negative legacy, perhaps one that extends back through generations or has infiltrated a group you belong to, this oracle signifies that a radical divine intervention shall take place. Call upon her for such assistance now. Know that an era of darkness is going to end. Unexpectedly and suddenly, a new spiritual dawn shall arise. An entirely new era is due to unfold. Keep close to Ma. She shall ensure it is brought into being in the best way, at the best time. The invocation ritual. So say yes in your mind's eye or out loud to accept the invocation ritual, or your presence here is validation that you've received such. Beloved Kali Ma, Yugashakti, creatrix and birth mother of every cycle of time, from the birth and death of world ages and universes to the chapters that open and close in my life. Your wild grace opens my heart, and as your child in need, I implore you to bless me, keep me close, and ensure all transitions are secured within your wisdom and grace, for the spiritual benefit of all. Jai Ma Kali. Imagine, feel, intend, or visualize a fierce ocean of blood boiling and bubbling away deep in the center of the universe. It is wild and powerful and filled with life force. Old cords of connection, outmoded thoughts, ideas, and plans can be cast into this boiling red ocean. All offerings transform into smoky black ash, rising up from this fiery ocean transformed. The ash is sacred. It instinctively and lightly settles wherever it is needed, providing Kali's blessing of protection. You may see, sense, or feel the ash settling upon the earth, upon the foreheads of beings, and the many places in all dimensions and directions in need. You do not direct the movements of her blessing. You simply witness it with reverence and trust. Complete your process with your hands in prayer and bowing your head. You have completed your sacred process. That is for you. Beautiful soul.